fighting in this world is to have to go round two with his own woman. A couple of y'all dunked it, and some of y'all caught it and dropped it. Y'all, okay, watch this. This is how it's supposed to be done. This is how it's supposed to be done. And sisters, the last thing you want to come home to as a black woman after fighting in this world is to come home to a man that ain't been fighting at all. I'm saying, brothers, I'm saying now. Someone said to me in one of the Q&A sessions that we had in the city, they said, but question, if the man gotta love the woman and the woman should be respecting the man, then I'm saying, why would Aretha Franklin, may Allah be pleased with that sister, why would she sing a song called Respect? Did you know though that Aretha Franklin sang it in 1967? But the song was written by and originally sang by Otis Redding in 1965? And when they interviewed Otis Redding about the song of Respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T, do you know what he said? He said, I wrote that song to my wife. So the original song was really a man communicating with a woman. Not a woman communicating. If Aretha Franklin had wrote her own song, it wouldn't have been R-E-S, it would have been L-O-V-E. Find out what it means to me, sock it to me. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it would have been. Thank Allah for that mighty queen of soul. Thank Allah for that mighty queen of soul. Do black men need to be loved? Yes. The most honorable Elijah Muhammad said, respect and protect the black woman. So the black woman needs to be respected. But in the context, love becomes water for the woman while respect is food. And in the interpersonal male and female relationship, respect becomes water for the man while love becomes food. Okay, did nobody agree with me? Okay, let me. In 2012, sisters, they went all over the world on the Today Show, interviewing women and asking them what is it that they desired out of a man. And they came up with 5 basic qualities or traits or functions that they wanted out of a man. They wanted a man that was loyal to her. They wanted a man that would listen to her. They wanted a man that would love her. They wanted a man that could make her laugh. And they wanted a man that would labor for her. There's one quality that they're missing that we got to add to the equation. It's another L. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that a dumb man cannot maintain a woman. So you got to laugh, you got to labor, you got to be loyal, you got to love, you got to listen, but you also got to be a learned man. If you want to be a good husband to a black woman, you got to be a learned man. All praise is due to Allah. First thing she said she wanted was loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. Loyalty, what? Loyalty, I'm just saying it 3 times. Y'all understand what I'm talking about, Kendrick Lamar and Rihanna? Come on now. As a general rule, most women have been one-man women. But as a general rule, most men have not been one-woman men. What am I saying? Something wrong? And brothers, can I tell you a secret? The downfall of too many men has been the upkeep of too many women. Okay, y'all don't want to clap for that. Okay. I'm going to get you in a minute. The woman wants to know about her man. They're in a behind everywhere world. When you're not with her, can you keep your discipline? Do you know, brothers, that, can I talk to the brothers for a second? Do you know, brothers, that one of the simple things that a woman said gave her a sense of security that her man was loyal to her was the wearing of a wedding band? Do it up, yes. I mean, never mind. Well, brothers, sisters, am I telling the truth? Whenever you see someone and you're single and you see a man that seems to be attractive, the first thing you do is observe that he is attractive. Second thing you do is you look at the second ring or finger from his left hand to see whether or not that I need to curb my enthusiasm. And if you look down and you see that curbs your enthusiasm. Is that right? But not only, brothers, does a ring on your finger keep the man or the woman away from you, curb her enthusiasm. But our brother Neo, he has a song called Good Man. He talks about doing everything with his left hand. Part of the reason he's talking about doing everything with his left hand is to let everybody know I'm taken. The other reason why he's doing it is to let himself know. So the wedding ring can become security or a divine reminder. Y'all all right? All praise is due to Allah. Next, she wanted a man that would labor for her. Women are attracted to and stay in love with and excited about hard-working men. Am I telling the truth, sisters? So as a man, as a man, you got to be a hunter. I said you got to be a hunter. That's the reason why the high performance habits that God gave the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Number one, Fajr prayer, waking up early in the morning. When you're a hunter, you got to get up early. It's something about waking up at 4:30 in the morning while it's still dark outside, knowing that I got to go out here and compete with 6 billion people on the planet to get something for my family. But they still sleeping. I'm awake. I'm going to pray. I'm going to study. I'm going to plan my work, and I'm going to work my plan. I'm going to go out into the world and conquer the world for my family and my nation. All praise is due to Allah. A man has to be a worker. A man has to be a doer. A man has to be a go-getter and a go-giver. Let me tell you something, brother. A real man gets more joy out of his wife having pleasure from what he spent his money on than getting pleasure out of what he bought for himself with his own money. A real man does. A real man does. And sisters, a real woman that's in love with her man she gets more joy out of seeing him happy than anything she can do to make herself happy. Oh, Brother Supreme, it's getting rough, it's getting rough. About 36 people agreed with me. Oh, Lord. Okay, example. There's a story of a very poor couple that lived in Mali thousands of years ago. When the poor man came home and seen his wife, she was beautiful, very long hair, and the wife came to the husband and said, honey, to take care of the health of my hair and to stay beautiful, I really need this expensive comb. And he said, yes, man, I understand, but my watch broke. My watch band broke. And I need the watch for work. So I can't get you a comb right now. I gotta find a way to get a watch band so I can work. She said, no problem. They left. The man woke up the next day, went to work. On his way home, he was walking past a watch store. He looked inside the watch store and said, let me go inside. He went in there and sold his broke watch, took the money and went and bought his wife the comb that she was looking for. This man was so excited. As he came home, he opened the door. He yells for his wife to come. She comes out. He says, honey, look, I got something for you. And when she came out, he was shocked because his wife had cut all her hair off. And he said, honey, why would you, what did you do? I sold my broke watch to buy you the comb. And she said, well, honey, I sold my hair to buy you a new watch band. See, real love is about competing with one another in service of one another. Getting more joy out of making the other one happy than out of anything you can do for yourself. Oh, shoot. I got 3 minutes, 3 minutes. Y'all all right? As a man, we have to listen to our women. Women communicate different. Men think it out. Women talk it out. As men, we have to love our women. We have to show them and not just express to them by paying bills, but express it verbally. There's 3 things that you can say that'll help your wife know that you love her. Number 1, I'm telling you, say I love you. That'll put a smile on her face. Number 2, say you're beautiful. Number 3, say I miss you. Try it out. No. Now let me, just a disclaimer. You can't try all of them out at the same time. You can't wait till everything that went to hell and say, baby, hold on, no. Hold on. I love you, you're beautiful, and I miss you. Laughter. A sense of humor is a sense of security. When you meet a man that does not have a sense of humor, you look at a man that don't generally have a sense of security. A woman wants to know that in the world that's going down, no matter how bad it is, my man is not disturbed. He operates with an unbothered atmosphere. Kind of like you seen from the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan at the Aretha Franklin funeral. That was an unbothered atmosphere that man carries with him, where he was of himself and in himself secure. And for the man, brothers, love her, respect him. The first R in respect, if we break it down to an acronym, y'all know what an acronym is, right? It's when you take a word and put it together and every letter in the word represents another word, like the CIA, the Cocaine Import Agency, FBI finding a black man to incarcerate, media most effective devil in America, NAACP, Negroes always asking Caucasians permission, or luck, laboring under correct knowledge, or focus following one course until. So when you take respect and make it into an acronym, the R stands for respect itself. Find a way to honor your man as often as you can. Number 2 is esteem. E, esteem. Esteem is not respect in the private. Esteem is respect in the public. If you want to be up, all the way up, sisters, where nothing can stop you because you're all the way up, don't just respect your man. Show respect and honor and praise your man in front of other men that he respects. The S is next. The S stands for bless his sight with the way you carry yourself. Sisters, don't be beautiful for the world and raggedy for your husband. Did you hear me? It's a way of being cute and comfortable at the same time. Be cute and comfortable. Y'all with me? The other S is speech. Bless the man with kind speech. He don't want to lose a cussing contest with you all the time. Men don't want a loud woman or a woman that cusses them out. So be kind in speech. Y'all all right? P, show that man that he has power. Let him do things that you can give him a compliment for doing, whether it's lifting something, whether it's doing something, whether it's handling business. Observe your man and his operations and compliment that man and let him know you're a powerful black man. R-E-S-P-E. The next E, what does he eat? See, as a woman, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said that a real wife is not just a cook or a chef. A real wife is a food scientist. Do you know what that means? It's your job to turn your kitchen into a laboratory. And you are to study the man and his purpose and his function and see how many carbohydrates he needs, how many amino acids, how much protein, how much fiber does he need? I need to know the exact science of the exact amount of caloric intake and the sufficient amount of protein that my man needs in order to eat at 6 p.m. on Wednesday and wake up at 5 a.m. on Thursday ready to be the hunter that I need him to be to build a legacy for my family. So you got to be a food scientist. You got to be a food scientist. C. Next C, show compassion to your husband. Be considerate of your husband. Do you know that we live in a world that is diametrically opposed to black people's rising in general, but diametrically opposed to black men rising in specific? The number one threat to white supremacy is the rise of a black man. So everywhere we go, sisters, the white man loves telling your husband no. They love not answering the phone. No, the white man will give you and I, they'll give a black man a $200,000 loan for a plastic house. The same bank will give a black man a $100,000 loan for an education that won't work whenever he leaves the school. Oh, yes, he will. They'll give you an $80,000 loan for an Escalade. But you go to that same bank and ask as a black man for a $10,000 small business loan and you can't get nothing. Everywhere we go, it's always no. So when you understand that when the white man has a world and we go out as black men in the world, it's warfare for us. So be considerate, be compassionate. Last but not least, T. Train your children to love their father. Train your children to love their father. Your children should have the spirit that when they hear them keys jingling in that door, that the sons and the daughters run out there and grab daddy's leg, jump up in daddy's arms. And let me tell you something, sister. If your house has children running to the door, grabbing daddy's legs, jumping up in daddy's arms, and it's clean, neat, and organized, and he can smell fresh bean soup and bread from the background, and then he looks behind his sons and daughters and sees you standing there cute and comfortable, you and I will be able to officially say at that point, we have now converted our houses into the appropriate spiritual recharge centers by which we can unplug from this wicked world and come home and plug into a pure source of love where we both can get peace and happiness. I don't know about you, but I want you to have that Farrakhan Khadijah type of love. Don't you want it? We can do it if we follow the code. Thank you for listening. I greet you in peace. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you. Oh, praise the Allah. Oh, praise.